I think it's kind of a situation where each of us have little pockets where we get trapped and we don't realize that we're looking at the glass is half full, right?
So let's dive right into becoming a mindful millionaire. What's the number one secret, Leisa, to becoming a mindful millionaire?
The number one secret would have to be understanding yourself well enough to know when you're trapped inside of scarcity patterns and when you're actually thinking from an abundant level. And in the book, I chronicle what does that mean? How does that work? But put simply, there's a lot of research about scarcity. The fact that when we are operating in scarcity, we have a drop in IQ of about 13 or 14 points. So we may feel like we did dumb things, and in reality, it's true. We end up tunneling our vision. So instead of seeing the whole picture of all the possibilities, we just see like one possible or two possible outcomes, and they're probably very limited. And we focus on those, and then we miss out on all the potential that's available to us.
Okay, so I want to make sure I got that. So understanding yourself well enough to understand that if you are operating in a scarcity mindset or an abundance mindset, is that a fair summary so far?
Yes. Good job.
Okay. So I guess what would be the clues or the evidence that you're operating in scarcity, and then we'll go to abundance.
Yeah. So clues, because I work with a lot of business owners, a clue would be, what's the cheapest way that I can solve this problem? Like that would be a perfect example. And I have lots and lots of these kinds of questions that I explore. It's like, well, what's the difference? Many times we think that we're doing the best thing by saving money, but in reality, we aren't, because we're limiting our possibilities of gosh, maybe I need to hire somebody because they know a lot more about this than I do. And I'm sure your listeners understand that. I think it's kind of a situation where each of us have little pockets where we get trapped and we don't realize that we're looking at the glass is half full, right? Versus, or half empty versus half full. But it's questioning your assumptions is what really is the way that we get better awareness of what's going on. And is that really helping me? Like frugality could be a positive thing or it could be a really negative thing, right? And so it's questioning those assumptions and why are you making the decision? Is it coming from a place of fear and uncertainty and doubt, or are you open for possibility?
Okay, got it. So yeah, the common question for the entrepreneur, right, or the business owner or the executive or whoever it is, right? What's the cheapest way to solve this problem? And what's the emotion behind that, right? So is it coming from fear? Is it coming from uncertainty? Where is that? And being aware of that, is that a fair summary so far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the opposite.